Hi everyone, welcome back to Mike Pops Off. Alright, so let's be honest. When it comes to horror, nobody remembers the heroes, and I mean nobody. You don't go, ah man, I love that one counselor from Friday the 13th part, whatever. No. You remember Jason, the hockey mask, the machete, done. The villain is the star of the show. I mean, think about it. Freddy Krueger, instantly recognizable. You got the burnt face, the striped sweater, the clawed glove. Michael Myers, he's got the mask, the knife, the creepy breathing. Hell, even Ghostface has become a pop culture icon, regardless of who dons the mask in whatever movie from the franchise you're watching. But can you name every final girl? I don't think everyone can. Unless you're a hardcore horror buff, those poor souls are just warm-up acts for the monster killer. Horror is one of the only genres where the villain usually gets top billing. Action heroes, superhero movies, the hero is the brand. John Wick, Batman, Indiana Jones. But in horror, the heroes are usually interchangeable meatbags who only exist to scream, trip over nothing, and occasionally swing a baseball bat before getting ripped in half. Now, every once in a while, you get a survivor who sticks. Laurie Strode, yeah, she's a legend. Love me some Jamie Lee Curtis. Nancy Thompson, fans remember her. Sidney Prescott, solid. Even Andy Barclay and Nika Pierce are rare examples of protagonists who've built strong arcs across multiple films and a TV show. But notice something. Their entire identity still revolves around the villain they fought. Laurie doesn't exist without Michael. Nancy doesn't exist without Freddy. Andy and Nika don't exist without Chucky. They're iconic, sure, but only as the counterweight to evil. But notice the pattern. All of them return in later installments carrying scars of their past. Laurie becomes defined by decades of PTSD, living in fear of Michael Myers. Nancy not only becomes, but she comes back and she's the haunted survivor who can never quite escape Freddy's shadow. Sidney spends her life waiting for the next Ghostface attack. Andy grows from a terrified kid into an obsessed, broken adult whose entire life revolves around destroying Chucky. And Nika, she endures tragedy after tragedy, her body and mind used as Chucky's playthings. They're strong characters, sure, but their very identity is the trauma caused by the villain. They exist because of what the villain did to them. Their stories, their arcs, their evolution all stems from the monster. Even when the heroes stick, they're chained to the villain who made them. But then there's Ash Williams, the exception. My man from Evil Dead didn't just survive, he thrived. Chainsaw arm, boomstick, quips for days. He didn't just fight the monsters, he outshone them. That's why Ash is one of the few horror heroes who became an icon in his own right in the horror genre. Freddy had his claw, Jason had his mask. Ash, he has one-liners, a chainsaw, shotgun, and gallons upon gallons of blood on his shirt. Ash is proof that, yeah, sometimes the hero can actually be the draw. But let's be real, Ash is the anomaly. 99% of the time, horror is villain-centric. That's the point. The fear, the fascination, the fun. It's all tied to the monster or killer. The hero, the final girl, just someone lucky enough to crawl away when the credits roll. But here's the thing. Why is horror so villain-centric in the first place? I think it's simple. Horror is about the fear, not the fight. Heroes are built on hope, triumph, power. Villains are built on mystery, danger, inevitability. The villain embodies what we're scared of: death, chaos, the unknown. You strip out the villain, what are you left with? Just a bunch of teenagers hanging out at a summer camp. No one wants to buy a ticket for that. The villains are the engine. They set the tone. They drive the story. They make you jump out of your seat. They're the spectacle, the kills, the mask, the mythology. And horror fans, we eat all that up. We want to know the kill count. We want to see the creative gore. We want to see what Freddy's nightmare logic is going to look like this time, or how Chucky's dark magic or creativity being a diabolical killer in the body of a child's plaything. See what I did there? I mean, even with Andy Barclay in the original Child's Play film, or even the 2019 remake, which I thought was decent. I didn't love it, nor did I hate it. Him being a young child only adds to the fear caused by Chucky's actions. The heroes are just there so we can have a pair of eyes to watch how it all goes down. So yeah, horror belongs to the villains. And maybe that's why we love it, because sometimes deep down, it's just more fun to root for the boogeyman. Thank you for joining Mike Pops Off. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends. If you have any insight that you want to share on this topic, please make sure to leave a comment.